Hey guys, this is Colton with Fixed Insurance. I'm actually the owner of Fixed Insurance, and I just want to show you a couple of tips real quick on cleaning your phone and a couple things about it you may not know. Just real quick though, I've been in the phone business for quite a while, and I've actually ran my own repair shop fixing phones, and I sold that, and we're working on phone insurance now that we've been doing for a little while, and it's been going good. So I'm going to show you something real quick. This is actually my iPhone 6 Plus right here. I'm just going to show you real quick. I mean, easy. Obviously, you don't ever want to spray the phone directly because it can get the liquid into the phone, which can cause damage. So you want to spray the cloth, 2 or 3 sprays right there, and then use that same side that you sprayed to go on the screen itself, and then you want to flip it over to where it's on the dry side. And I found that if you go up and down straight lines like that, it gets the best quality of cleaning there. And then if you kind of go around in a circle here on the home button, that seems to do really well there. So that's a quick way to get your screen clean. Obviously you don't spray directly on it so it doesn't seep into it. And I'll show you real quick. So if we actually pull this open real fast, pull these 2 screws out, if I can get there. They're tiny screws, that's for sure. So we're just gonna pop this open real fast. I like to use a razor because it's a lot thinner than most things you can use. This is actually the first time I've pulled my own phone open. I pull a lot of other 6 Pluses open. This one's my own. So this is what you look like here on the inside of your iPhone. Now I'll just point out real quick. This right here is your like the main component here for processing. This is like your motherboard right here. So you don't want to get that wet. Getting that wet can cause some pretty bad damage. Obviously there's lots of other chips and resistors and things on here with a lot of electricity going through them that you don't want water to flow onto. So, and a really cool thing, this is actually the battery. The 6 Plus has got a really big battery. I like it because it lasts all day. A lot longer than my iPhone 5 was doing. But so you don't want to get anything in here. You want to keep this real clean. One trick too, I'll actually tell you a myth. One of the myths of water damage on your phone. So water gets in here, and I mean, if you drop it in a pool or drink or sink, you get water in there. Obviously, we all know that's bad for electronics, but a lot of people think that you just set it in rice overnight and it's magically done. But one of the biggest myths on that is when you fill this thing up with water on this side, there's not a whole lot of air coming out or draft. So the rice doesn't just pull it out that fast. And people go to plug it in the next morning and this thing's still full of water, and then they just zap it and it's done. It actually can take up to a week to dry it out with rice. A quick tip, I mean, blow dryer, low heat, you got to watch it a little bit, but that can dry it up a lot faster. Obviously if you know how to pull it open without breaking it, you got to be pretty careful. That'll help a ton. But take it to your local repair shop, they can help you out a lot on that. Just don't plug it in, that'd be bad. One thing real quick too, I really like iPhones myself. Personally, I think they're the better phone to go with. Obviously, I'd say that for hardware reasons. Now, if you're an Android lover on the platform, then yeah, if you like the platform, that's good for you. But the reason I like iPhones is the way they're built, the way they're made. A lot higher quality parts and components go into an iPhone than other phones. And I'll show you this real quick. Here's another phone I got here that I'm just going to kind of finish pulling apart real fast. Let's see here. I'm going to show you the differences here on like how the insides are. Give me a second to get this pulled off. These things can be a little bit harder to get out. That's one reason too right there is screens on the iPhones are just so much easier to replace. To get to fix. Most of the time too, I mean, they're cheaper as well, which you wouldn't always think so, the higher quality screen, but it's because these screens are a little bit more difficult to use. as you can see, it's a little harder to get into. A little bit more pressure. Now, granted, all other phones besides iPhones are made differently. Maybe if that screw came all the way out, that might help. So we'll see this here. So you can kind of see right here, I'll show you the side-by-side difference. This is where the battery goes in this phone here. You can see the board completely different looking here. And if you'll notice, actually underneath all these shields are tons more transistors or chips, just kind of components in here that are a lot more dense and compact and work together and placed differently than they are in a lot of other phones. And I think that's one reason why iPhones can do so much more with what they have, even though like on paper this one may say that the processor is so much faster, works so much better, has better graphics. A lot of times they can do a lot more on this because of the efficiency of it, as well as the efficiency of the software on there. So that's just a quick thing there. So real quick, when you clean your screens, just be sure not to get anything inside. Spray the cloth always, and go from there. But that's kind of a quick look too. I think it's a little fun to kind of see the inside and the differences there. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't gotten a free bottle of screen cleaner, just go ahead and hit the button below and go for it. We'll send it for you. Send it to you right away.